Have you ever wondered which creatures in the magical world of Harry Potter pose the most danger? This captivating universe, penned by J.K. Rowling, is teeming with magical creatures of all shapes, sizes, and degrees of peril. From adorable, mischievous nifflers to the terrifying and deadly basilisk, each creature has its own unique set of qualities that set it apart. Today, we're delving into the darker side of this magical world, exploring the most dangerous creatures that reside within the hallowed halls and expansive grounds of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. But how do we determine which of these creatures are the most dangerous? We'll be basing our rankings on 3 key criteria. First, we will consider their inherent nature. Are they naturally aggressive or antagonistic? Do they, by their very existence, pose a threat to those around them? Second, we'll look at the potential harm they can cause. This can range from mild inconveniences to life-threatening damage. Lastly, we'll evaluate the difficulty in controlling or defeating these creatures. Some magical beasts can be tamed or controlled with the right knowledge and skills, while others are nearly impossible to manage or defeat. As we journey through this exploration, you might be surprised by some of our entries. The magical world is not always as it seems, and creatures that might appear harmless can sometimes pose the greatest threat. So, prepare to be amazed, intrigued, and perhaps a little frightened. We're about to embark on a thrilling journey into the heart of the magical world, delving into the unknown and shedding light on the creatures that lurk in the shadows of Hogwarts. But remember, not everything in the wizarding world is as it seems. Sometimes the most dangerous creatures are the ones that catch us off guard, the ones we underestimate or overlook. Let's dive into the perilous world of magical creatures, starting with a creature that might seem harmless at first glance. Don't let their size fool you. The Cornish pixies are more than meets the eye. These tiny electric blue creatures might seem harmless at first glance, but don't be deceived. With pointed faces and voices high-pitched like tinkling bells, they're known for their mischievous and often destructive nature. A single pixie may merely be a nuisance, but in numbers, they become a whirlwind of chaos. They're known to lift things much heavier than themselves, displaying an impressive show of strength. They relish in causing havoc, from upturning rooms to suspending people in air. They're particularly fond of shiny things, which they'll snatch up without a second thought. It's also worth noting that these creatures are notoriously tricky to manage. Even some of the most skilled wizards struggle to keep them under control. A swarm of Cornish pixies can turn a peaceful setting into a scene of pandemonium in mere seconds. While they may not be the deadliest, they certainly are a handful. But wait till you hear about our next creature. From the deceptively small to the terrifyingly large, meet the basilisk. This gargantuan serpent is a beast straight from your darkest nightmares. A creature of legend, the basilisk is a serpent king, said to be the ruler of serpents, and its size alone is enough to freeze any brave soul in their tracks. Imagine a snake, but not just any snake, a snake that can reach a length of 50 feet or more. It's a sight you wouldn't want to come across in a dark alley, or in this case, a haunted school bathroom. The basilisk is not just terrifying in size, but it's got a host of deadly abilities to boot. Its gaze is known to be fatal to anyone who looks directly into its eyes. If you're lucky enough to see it indirectly, like through a ghost or a mirror, you'll only be petrified rather than meeting an untimely end. It's a slightly better fate, but still not an encounter you'd want to have. But the basilisk's deadly gaze isn't its only weapon. It possesses venomous fangs capable of killing a person within minutes. Even a phoenix, a mythical bird known for its healing tears, would struggle to counteract the lethal potency of basilisk venom. And let's not forget the significant threats this creature has posed in the past. The basilisk was responsible for several attacks during Harry Potter's second year at Hogwarts, where it petrified numerous students and even killed a young girl many years before. The basilisk was only defeated when Harry used the sword of Gryffindor to pierce through its skull. This giant serpent definitely ranks high in the danger scale, but there's one more creature that gives it competition. If dragons make you nervous, then the Hungarian horntail will make you tremble. That's right, we're talking about a beast that even the bravest of wizards fear. The Hungarian horntail, a dragon known for its terrifying appearance and fierce nature. Imagine a beast so menacing it's adorned with iron-like scales that shimmer like a knight's armor under the sun. Its eyes, a fiery yellow, hold a gaze so intense it could make a goblin quiver. The horntail's tail, true to its name, is adorned with an array of long, sharp spikes, which can be flung at its opponent with deadly accuracy. Now that's a tail you wouldn't want to be on the wrong side of. But it's not just the horntail's daunting appearance that makes it fearsome. This dragon is also known for its ferocious attitude. It's highly aggressive, wildly territorial, and let's not forget it breathes fire. This is no ordinary fire, mind you. The horntail's flames are known to reach the highest temperatures among all dragon species. It's like having a walking, flying furnace that can incinerate anything in its path. One cannot talk about the Hungarian horntail without mentioning its unforgettable appearance in the Triwizard Tournament. Remember that? The horntail posed a formidable challenge, even for the boy who lived, Harry Potter himself. Its fire-breathing ability, combined with its aggressive nature, made it the toughest opponent during the first task of the tournament. This dragon is not just a creature of brute force. It's cunning, it's intelligent, and it's incredibly fast, both on land and in the air. Its speed, combined with its deadly tail and fiery breath, makes the Hungarian horntail a force to be reckoned with. So if you ever come across a Hungarian horntail, remember its fierce nature, its terrifying appearance, and its deadly abilities. It's a creature that demands respect and caution. It's hard to imagine something more dangerous than a dragon, isn't it? But there is one creature that tops them all. More terrifying than any beast or dragon, the Dementors are the true embodiment of fear. These creatures, born from the darkest corners of magic, are the epitome of dread and despair. Their appearance alone is enough to chill the bravest of hearts. Shrouded in dark, tattered cloaks, they float eerily, their faces hidden from sight. Underneath lies a sight so ghastly, it's said few can bear to look upon it. Dementors are not just fearsome to behold, but their abilities are the stuff of nightmares. They feed on happiness, warmth, and every positive feeling, leaving nothing but icy cold and numbing emptiness in their wake. The mere presence of a Dementor can make the air grow colder and the light seem dimmer. They can suck out a person's very soul, leaving their victims as empty shells, devoid of any joy or will to live. This horrifying act is known as the Dementor's kiss, a fate many consider worse than death itself. Their power goes beyond physical harm. They have the ability to make a person relive their worst memories over and over, drowning them in their own despair. It's this psychological torment that sets Dementors apart from other creatures. They don't just pose a threat to the body, but also to the mind and soul. Why are they considered the most dangerous creature in the Harry Potter universe? It's not just their terrifying abilities, but also their insatiable hunger for human happiness and souls. They are unstoppable in their pursuit, and their presence can reduce a bustling room to a pit of despair in mere moments. The Dementors, with their power to drain happiness and life itself, indeed stand as the most dangerous creatures in the magical world. But are they truly undefeatable? This question leaves us pondering the true nature of these dark creatures and the power of hope and happiness to combat them. While these creatures bring terror and danger, the wizarding world is not without its defenses. As we've discovered, Hogwarts is home to some truly fearsome beasts. But fear not. There are spells, potions, and magical items that offer protection. Stay tuned to learn how witches and wizards protect themselves against these lethal creatures in our next video, The Defenses of the Wizarding World.